The BMW M3 in the lead fails to enter the carousel properly and hits the car ahead. Spinning out of control, they drop their position to 12th place. Golf number 235 closes in behind the GT-R. The Golf GT24 is powered by a 5-cylinder 2.5-liter turbo engine, producing 440 horsepower. This is a full racing spec car with a dry sump lubrication system. Lighter than the GT-R, it is lightning fast around the bends. The driver of the GT-R changes from Tobias to Michael. Both Michael and Tobias have lots of racing experience on the Nürburgring. Golf number 135 closes in on Michael. At 6:40 p.m., it's Kazunori's turn. Michael brings the car to the pit. The car shoots out of the pit with new tires. We asked Kazunori what he likes about the Nürburgring and how incredible it is. Check out his speed on the speedometer.
まずフルグプラッツのジャンピングスポットを越えてから右にターンして、あれも飛んで着地してからブレーキングなんですけど、そこでギュッと車速を殺して向きを変えて、アクセルをふわって開けていく時の開け方一つで、リアが流れたりするんですよね。でも踏んでいかなきゃいけないところなんで、あそこは毎回ドキドキです。
In front of the GT-R is the Corvette that was faster in qualifying. He makes his move inside at over 200 kilometers per hour.
その後ろの長いゆっくり登りながらつづら折りの区間ありますけれども、あそこも GT-R で走るとものすごい横縮なんですよ。ラインに車を乗せていくっていうのは結構大変で、少しでも切り遅れると全開で行けてるコーナーが全開で行けなくなりますから。一周走ってみると一番負担がかかる瞬間はどこかっていう。でそうするとGT-R 結構フロント重いですからね、カルーセルへの入り方を割と直線的にドンと入ってしまうと右フロントにものすごい衝撃が入るんですね。とにかくカルーセルだけは、通常のラインよりももっと横からこう入っていきましょうと。
Being careful not to strain the car is everything in a 24-hour race.
Hi, 了解しました。
僕はレース前にはもう少しウイングを寝かしたかったんですね。あるいは小さいものにしたかった、リアウイングを。そうすることで今270ちょっとで頭打ちになってる車速が、仮にあと10キロぐらい伸びてくれると、おそらくコーナーはさほど変わらずにストレートだけが伸びるっていう状態が作り出せるんじゃないかとも思ってたんです。ただそれが正しかったかどうかはわからない。
Was fährt er in die Box? ピットインしてください。次ピットインしてください。
Kazunori rises from 50th place to 37th place before handing the car over to Yasukichi Yamamoto. Four hours into the race, Ferrari is in the lead, and the hybrid Porsche GT3R is in second place. In third is Manthey Porsche number 18. Car number 135 of Volkswagen is doing well, driving one lap ahead of the GT-R. Yasukichi Yamamoto completes his laps with rock-steady driving. The GT-R is now in third place. Just past 8 p.m., the Subaru Impreza is in the lead of the SP3T class. And gradually, night falls upon the Nürburgring. At 10 p.m., an accident occurs on the pit road. It's the Golf number 135. 8 hours into the race, in the lead is Manthey Porsche number 18. In second place is Mercedes with the Z4 in third. The GT-R rises to 35th overall, second in class. Check out the in-car footage at night on the Nürburgring. At the wheel is Yasukichi Yamamoto. There are no lights on most of the track, making the drivers totally dependent on their headlights. However, the drivers maintain over 200 kilometers per hour on the narrow course. The champion of the Japanese Super Endurance Series demonstrates precision driving. Something fast closes in from behind and passing at over 220 kilometers per hour. A single mistake can lead to this. There is no margin for error. 12 hours into the race. In the lead is Manthey Porsche number 18, followed by Audi number 15. In third is the SLS number 32. BMW car number 1 that had fallen behind due from a collision was now back up to 5th place. In the SPAT class, 2 of the Golf GT24s are down with car trouble, putting the GT-R in the lead of its class. 5:33 a.m. Kazunori takes the wheel from Tobias. Though they had come this far with no problems, as the GT-R attempts to pass a slower car with the Z4 in front, a collision occurs. Kazunori calls into the pit. At 6:34 a.m., he makes an emergency pit stop. Fortunately, it was not major, and they were able to return to the race immediately. But there are more obstacles to overcome in the GT-R's first 24-hour race attempt. 16 hours into the race, something is wrong with the front suspension. Irregular noise was heard in loose bends and straight sections, forcing them to pit again. At this point, the Gulf GT24 number 235 is just 3 laps behind.
まあ、とにかくこのまま持っていけば勝てるっていうのもあったから、確かにラップタイム差はあったけれども235号車が追い上げてきていて、でもこのラップタイム差だったら多分、逃げ切れると、思ってたわけですね。でところがそう思ってたらいろんなトラブルが出てピットインして止まったりね。だからね、なかなかレースっていうのは大変ですよね。思い通りにはならないですね。
They lose 15 minutes making repairs, closing the gap with the Gulf to 2 laps. 8 a.m. The Schubel Z4 number 77 is plagued with misfortune. As the Z4 makes its move to pass the seat, it collides and loses control, crashing into the fence. "18 hours into the race. Manthi Porsche is still in the lead, but 3 minutes behind is the unscathed number 32 SLS. And just 15 seconds behind the Mercedes is the number 1 car of BMW. Meanwhile, the GT-R is caught by Gulf number 235, driven by former F1 drivers Johnny Herbert and Mark Blundell. They are passed on the track, putting the GT-R in 2nd place. But luck is not with the Gulf today. A problem with her gearbox forces the car into the pit again, removing all 3 Gulfs from the race. The GT-R was now back at the top of its class. 2 hours left in the race. The overall leader is Manthi Porsche, and BMW rises to 2nd place. In 3rd is the number 32 SLS. And in 4th is the number 14 Audi. Meanwhile, there seems to be a problem with the brakes after Yasukichi Yamamoto takes the wheel. He takes it easy for a while and continues his laps, but the condition is not getting any better. He makes an emergency pit stop just to be safe. As he had expected, the brake pads were almost gone, and the brake hoses were damaged. Though the Gulfs are out of the race, there's an Audi RS4 closing the gap just 3 laps behind. The team rushes to get the car back in action. And the GT-R comes out of the pit without losing its position at the top of its class. Tobias is now the driver. The GT-R also makes its final pit stop. If all goes well, they will win their class. And Kazunori Yamauchi takes the steering wheel in these final laps. The final lap. The course marshals cheer on the drivers, and Kazunori waves back in gratitude. Receiving the top checkered flag in formation with its rivals is car number 18 of Manthi Porsche. And the GT-R has succeeded in achieving a class victory in its first participation at the Nürburgring.
今回勝てたというのは、本当にただの幸運だったと思いますね。ただ結果として何にせよ勝てたというのは、やっぱり GT-R という車がもともとすごい車だったんですよね。で結果として GT-R は速くて壊れなかった。
さん、シュルツのお父さん、本当にありがとう。すごいね、GT-R 走り切っちゃったよ。
だから GT-R が持ってる元々の素性というかね、もっと言うとその GT-R という一台の市販車が出来上がる過程で消費された膨大な開発の時間ってありますよね。それがそのままあの時の、GT-R の強さになって出たんだろうなと思いますね。
Private teams are the roots of the 24 hours of Nürburgring, and this year Kazunori Yamauchi has raced as one of them. As a result, they have succeeded in attaining an amazing debut victory for the Nissan GT-R in a 24-hour race. The Nürburgring will always continue to be the stage for this chaotic drama of man and machine.